All right, so we are on the third section of chapter 16. We are going to do some more factoring and solving. Same thing as before, so nothing new, just more of factoring. So here's a problem. Remember, when we get a trinomial, we take your first and the last and you multiply them. So if I get out my calculator, take 3 times negative 28, I get negative 84. Alrighty, so we take 84, and you can just divide by 1, 84. We know that our middle term is negative, so our bigger number has to be negative. Divide by 2, negative 42, and so we're going to have to go a long ways to get to 5. So if we keep going, we have 6 and negative 14. We're still 8 away, so we still have to keep going. And then I do 7 and I get negative 12. So that will add to negative 5. So then I write 3x squared minus 12x plus 7x minus 28, and that equals 0. Then I split it down the middle, take out my GCF, which is a 3x, and I get x minus 4. I take out a plus 7, which is x minus 4. Now, if you need to do this over here, for each one of 7 and 28 and 3 and 12, you can do that. If you have it, do it in your head, that's just fine as well. So then I get these two become my first parentheses, x minus 4, and my 3x plus 7 becomes here and there. And put them both equal to 0, x minus 4 equals 0, so x would equal 4 is one answer. And my 3x plus 7 equals 0, so my 3x equals negative 7, so my x equals negative 7 divided by 3. And remember, fractions are just fine. So I should get two answers, remember, from my x squared. So here's one answer, there's my other answer. My next example, I get 2x squared minus x minus 21. I multiply my first term and my last term to get negative 42. And I divide 42 divided by 1 I know is going to be too little because I need to add it up to 1. So 1 and 42 doesn't add to 1. So if I do 3 and 14, I still have 3 and negative 14. I still have a ways to get there. I take 42 divided by 4 doesn't work. 42 divided by 5 doesn't work. So if I do 6, I get 6 and negative 7. That does give me negative 1, so I'm good to go. So I take 2x squared plus 6x minus 7x minus 21, and that equals 0. I split it down the middle, take out my GCF, 2 and 6, I can take out a 2, x squared and x. I can take out an x, so I get x plus 3. Now over here, I have 7 and 21. I know that they both have a 7. They're both negative, so I can take out a negative 7, and I get x plus 3. Now you know you did it right when these two are the same, okay? So your two parentheses should be the same. If they're not, that means that we did something wrong. But they are, so that's x plus 3 goes here. All right, so we have x plus 3 and 2x minus 7. So those are my two parentheses. Remember, the second parentheses you get from here, 2x minus 7. I get x plus 3 equals 0. So if I solve, I get negative 3. 2x minus 7 equals 0. 2x equals 7, so my x is going to equal 7 divided by 2, which is also 3.5. So I don't care which one you use, okay? So here is, again, my x squared turns into two answers, negative 3 or 7 over 2, and 7 over 2 or 3.5. And, oopsies. Here we go. Here's my last one. So I have 5x squared plus minus 22x plus 8. Remember my first step always? Step 1 is take out your GCF, okay? Which is, in this case, all of these three problems, they don't have a GCF, so we can't take out anything. So here we have 5 times 8 is 40. So I need to be negative 22. So if I want it to multiply to a positive, that means I need to either have a plus plus or a negative negative, okay? So since this one is negative, right here, that means that I have to have two negative answers. So if I know 1 in 40, negative 1, negative 40 gives me negative 41. Negative 2 and negative 20 give me negative 22. So then I write 5x squared minus 2x minus 20x plus 8 equals 0. I split it down the middle. 5 and 2 don't have any common factors other than a 1, so I can just take out a 1x, and I have 5x minus 2. Now if I look at 20 and 8, they both have a 4. And since this 20 is negative, I'm going to take out a negative 4. So I get 5x, and then if I take out a negative 4, I'm going to have to do a negative 2 to get me my positive 8. Because remember, if you take out a negative, all the signs change in your parentheses. Again, we have two of the same parentheses. So that means my first parenthesis is 5x minus 2. My next one is x minus 4. So I get 5x minus 2 equals 0. I add 2. Divide by 5, so x equals 2 over 5. And then my x minus 4 equals 0, so x would equal 4. So, double check, x squared, I get two answers, and I am done. So, now you try.